Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. So today I'm going to be using a precasted stone I made from the molds from the Happy Dotting Company. If you want to get a set of your own or check out anything else that she has, I've left a link in the description below so you can click on it and head on over to her shop in Etsy and check out all of the amazing things that she has. I've had these molds for a few years now and they're still holding up and making perfect stones with no flaws. So absolutely amazing, great quality, and Angela will take care of you when you go over. So check her out. So I am doing the soul symbol for October, and I put a base coat of white, and then I drew a circle with my compass, and inside I put on some pearl white. After that, what I'm applying right now is kind of a sparkle varnish because the October birthstone is an opal. So I'm trying to get the effect of an opal, and I think I did pretty good. So now I'm just painting on the outline of the frame for the soul symbol, or for the gem, I should say. And I'm just going around with a fine lining brush to put in my fine line so I know where my border is. And then I go in with a thicker brush and paint in all around it. So that's what I'm doing now. I paint the sides and the back. I don't show you the back because it's nobody really sees it, but I do finish it off with felt on the bottom of it so that it can be displayed on furniture or shelf and it will not scratch your furniture. So I do that as sort of like a little extra finishing touch, and yeah, that's good to go. So the soul symbol for September is a star. So I do apologize. I forgot to press record when I drew the star on, but I just used a template because stars can be a little difficult. You can do it with that continuous two triangle crossover thing or get your ruler out. But I just did a template and now I'm just drawing on sections. So the soul symbol, like I said, was a star. And what that means is that you strive towards making others feel good about themselves and help them fulfill all their goals and dreams. And it's so true for October babies that I know. Um, I just, these soul symbols have really opened my eyes to the different personalities and how much your birthday or your birth month plays a part on who you are and your personality as an individual. It's just amazing. It just blows my mind. We've only got 2 more to go, so I can't believe that it's October already. And I have to tell you, October is my favorite month of the year for so many reasons, and it's my favorite time of the year because it's fall. Things are starting to cool down. The leaves are changing color. Everything's so beautiful. It's kind of like their last hurrah on the trees. And of course, in Canada, we have Thanksgiving, which is coming up, and we have Halloween. And that's my favorite unofficial holiday. So we will be doing a lot of tutorials this month. My plan is to hopefully have 2 per week instead of 1, just because I love this month so much, and I just wanted to get a lot of Halloween stuff and some Thanksgiving things done for everybody to enjoy. So hopefully I will keep to my word on that. So back to the painting. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a star and I'm doing it all in gold, but different shades of gold. So all the colors that I use are listed in the description below. Both the brand name and the actual paint name I've put in the description so that if you wanted, you can go and get the same paints. But I urge you to make this your own. Like, I don't want you to go out and spend money that you don't need to. Just use what you have in your stash. You can use yellows and just mix different, or just mix white to get different shades. You can use one gold, and if you happen to have pearl paint, add the pearl paint in. I did that on this one actually. That's coming up a little bit later. You can do whatever you want. You don't even have to do it yellow or gold. You can do it whatever color you want. So just make it yours. I love gold. Stars remind me of things that are glittery and twinkly and bright, and to me that's what gold is. So that's why I chose gold. But all I'm doing is I'm painting in the sections of the star. I want to try to give it sort of like a 3D effect. So the middle of each triangle of the star is sort of like the raised area. So I do one side lighter than the other side to give it that illusion that it's 3D and that the middle of the star is raised up. So the middle of each of the points are raised. So right now you just see me putting on the base coat, but I will be doing that by putting in a darker gold or a lighter gold. And I think it turned out amazing. Now, I did do two, but I didn't film the other one. So the other one is a different technique that I just learned, and I wanted to try it out to see how it worked. And I think it was okay. I got to practice a little bit more with it before I do a video and show you guys how to do it. But definitely it's different. I did have to buy some additional supplies for it. But once I get a little better at it, then I will definitely do a tutorial on it. But let me know, I do include a picture of it at the end, so let me know what you think of the second star on how I did that, the final look of it. It does have kind of like a 3D effect to it, so it's raised up higher than the actual stone itself. So just let me know what you think of it. If you enjoy this video, let me know by giving me the thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell because it'll send you a reminder every time I post something new. And I try very hard to post new content every Friday. So if there's something that you'd like to see, leave me a comment below. And I'm always up for a challenge. I really enjoy pushing myself to different talents or maybe different techniques. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see. Definitely for October though, we are going to be seeing some Halloween-y stuff, and we're going to see some pretty leaf changes and sceneries, things like that. So I've got lots of fun stuff planned, so stay tuned and make sure that you put that bell on for the notifications. So as you can see on the star that I'm painting right now, you can really start to see the definitions of the light and the dark that gives it that 3D look, so that the middle of the point of the star is raised. It isn't physically, but it looks that way. And it's such a simple technique to do. All you do is divide the points in half and then draw sort of like another smaller triangle into the center, and that gives you the light and dark portions of each of the points. And so that's what I did, and I think it looks amazing. So right now I'm just going back through, I'm doing some touch-ups, adding a little bit more of the light sources and the dark sources, or I guess the shadows. And this is the part where I mixed in some of my gold with the pearl paint that I'd used as the base coat. And it just gives it a little bit of a lighter gold, and I find it was a little bit more rich and gave that look of the light side of the point and the dark side to the point. So I did it for both sides, and then I also did it on the top point because I am assuming that my light source is coming from the top. So when the stone is perfectly centered, pointing the right way, then you'll see that the light source would come from the top. And that's all I'm doing here is very simple, adding light colors and dark colors, one on each side, and it gives it that 3D look, which is something that I was going for, and I think it turned out really well. So something simple to do to give the illusion of a 3D by giving light and dark sources. So you can practice on a piece of paper, or you can put this on, you don't have to do it on a stone, you can do it on a canvas, or you can do it on maybe a piece of wood, or maybe a little wooden box or something that you want to give away for maybe a birthday, someone you know that has a birthday in October. You can certainly throw this in there as a part of the birthday gift, and then fill it with all sorts of stuff for their birthday. I think it's a great idea. But there's so many things. It's your imagination is your limitation, and color wise, you can do whatever you want. It's all up to you. I'd love to see it too. If you decide to do this, I would love to see your rendition or what you learned from it. So you can head on over to my Facebook page. And if you're not a member there yet, definitely become a member of my page. And then you can post anything on there that you've created. I've already had some people do it, and I have to tell you, I am so humbled by the creativeness of my viewers. You guys are amazing, very talented group, and I'm so happy that you share with me what you've done based on what I've taught you. It's like the best compliment I could ever get. So please head on over there. You can post up your renditions of whatever you've learned, not even just from my tutorials, from anybody else's. I'd love to see it. I also post other things there too. It's craft season, so I do a lot of craft shows and artisan shows. So I'm pretty booked from now until Christmas, and I do post on there as to where I'm going to be. So if you're local and you're near the area and you want to come and see these creations and so many more live, then come on out and visit me at whatever location I'm at that time. But it's just something that I like to do to get out, meet people in the community. Finally, we're able to do it again, and I enjoy it so much. So anyways, back to the painting. So I have finished up my star. I decided not to outline it because I felt that the light and dark sources that are on each one of the points kind of did it enough. I didn't need to do any more. So now I'm just doing a gold frame. I believe this is Glorious Gold. It's one of my new favorite golds that I like to use. And I use it to make a border around or frame. And then I finish it off with some dots. I love my dots going around the frame. I find that it sets it off, gives it that elegance. I love doing it. So if you've seen any of my videos before, this is the template, the silicone template that I got from the Happy Dotting Company. It fits over this stone just perfectly, and it's great for doing mandalas and all sorts of things. But I'm using it today to give me the points where I need to put my circles. So I'm using my tools from the Dotting Center. Ever since I got these tools, I haven't used any of my other ones. These ones are absolutely amazing. If you want to get your own set, her link is in the description below as well. Go check her out. She's got lots of tools, things like that, but she also has YouTube tutorials and shows you how to use these tools. Absolutely amazing. Hours and hours and hours of fun learning and all sorts of stuff. So go check her out. So yeah, so back to this, I did a large dot all the way around on each one of those ticks that I made with the mat. And now I'm doing the little teardrop swipe things, and I'm using the pearl paint again. So very limited on colors did I use on this one. It was just a matter of mixing them together and getting the tones that I wanted. So I did those little teardrops in between. And now I'm going around and I'm putting on a black center dot onto the gold dots, and that way it frames it. So like the gold is the frame, and then the black dot is sort of the middle part. And of course, I've got to add my bling bling. So now I'm putting on little gems that are opals. So it ties everything back in and it looks wonderful. I was very, very pleased with this. I'm using triple thick to be my adhesive for each of the gems, and I put the gemstones on every other dot so that I have sort of a balance, but I also have a breakup of the gemstone and then the black just to tie everything in together. And I think it turned out really well. Well, I hope you liked this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. To all of you that have a birthday in October, I wish you the happiest of birthdays. And remember, folks, life is what you make it, so get creative.